2, 3.
Story time on the craziest girl at my high school. And I don't mean fun crazy. I do know is that this girl came to our high school. I forget which year, but she came to our high school. She was all the rave. She was super pretty. She seemed to be super nice. I think I know why she came to our school, but I'm not for sure, so I'm not gonna say it. I never really had a big run-in with her until my best friend at the time started dating her ex. I always have heard things because she went through a lot of friend groups, and there was just always some kind of drama attached to that, you know? So anyway, my best friend starts dating her ex. They broke up. She said she didn't. He said she did. She said, I don't know what's true, but basically he meets my best friend, and when I tell you these two together are the perfect couple, I can't even explain. Like, they're so in love, they're gonna get married. If they don't, I don't believe in love. This girl also gets a boyfriend around the same time. They're both moved on. Great. No, not great, because she's not. She keeps finding ways to text her ex, which is now my best friend's boyfriend, so you know, it's unsettling. They're a happy couple. Leave them alone. He never answers her. He keeps blocking her. Eventually gets to the point where she literally is texting him through her friend's phone. She like sent him a song that like reminded her of him. I'm just like, what? You have a boyfriend. I remember my friend showing me like a DM where she was like, my mom saw you driving today. I was thinking of you. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, it gets to the point where she literally texts him through her friend's phone, and it's kind of like blackmailing him to talk to her in a way. I'm not gonna say why, you know, those are her reasons. That's not for me to talk about on the internet. And my best friend is hanging out with her boyfriend, so you know, she stands on business and is like, look, if you need to talk to him, like, I'll be right here on the phone with him, but you can call if you need. So the girl's like, never mind. So it's just kind of at a point where, you know, she has a boyfriend. She shouldn't be texting her ex, so this is where I come in. I'm very good at confrontation. I'm also very good with my words. So me and my best friend sit down and we type a long letter for her that's very nice and direct. It wasn't mean whatsoever. The worst part was the end where we were just like, look, if you need help from your ex, we're gonna have to screenshot these texts and send them to your boyfriend, because what is going on? She reads the text, but she doesn't answer it. And of course we go to school that week and hear that my best friend apparently sent her some mean text. Obviously no one believed this because, you know, my best friend at the time is so unproblematic. Literally no one batted an eye when she said something. No, it goes mute for a while, and then we're at the point where my best friend's boyfriend needs his clothes back from this girl. So my friend texts her the first time and asks, and she's just like, well, why doesn't my ex pick it up? Then my best friend fought back and said he doesn't want to waste the gas. So she pulls the I'm not home right now, which is fine. So my best friend texts again and asks for the clothes again, and just saying that she'll swing by to grab them if you leave them on the front porch. Swings by, no one's there. She doesn't get out of her car. There was really no response, so she just kind of went on with her life. And the girl then said she gave away all of his stuff, which didn't make sense for reasons, but I don't want to get the story wrong, so we're just gonna continue. Anyway, this girl's mom ends up texting the girl's ex's, my best friend's boyfriend, and the whole thing is kind of complicated, basically saying that my best friend and her boyfriend's little sister were like harassing this girl. Just everyone knows that that's not true. This girl's mom also called my best friend a horse. Like, what? Sorry, but if you are over the age of 30 and you need to talk crap about high school girls, what are you doing? Her mom has literally made so many girls feel bad about themselves, like almost bullied out of friend groups. Like, I know this is a fact for sure because I have witnessed it, but regardless of the fact, this whole thing just goes on for way too long, and I'm like walking in the hallway behind her and she just doesn't care about who's around her, I guess, because I just hear her talking about this whole scenario completely wrong. Like, she's telling the story. Oh, I messed up on those. Telling the story so wrong and calling my best friend a fan. My best friend doesn't even say this girl's name, let alone act like a fan. And I made a story time about that whole kind of interaction as well, but I've been very careful about the story times that I share because I did it once to this other girl. Actually, that girl might top craziest chick. I don't even know. I'm not gonna say that because that's mean, but I did do like a story time about homecoming drama, and she made it seem like I was bullying her because I was calling out all the bullying I went through being her friend. Like, what? That'll be another story time. I just don't understand. I'm trying to do these as graceful as possible because, you know, like, I'm not a mean person. I don't like to talk bad about people, but I'm not afraid to spill the truth. And like, we're out of high school, no one probably knows who I'm talking about, but basically this whole encounter with this girl lasted like a year and a half, I swear. It's like she forgot me and my best friend at the time literally like lived through each other. Like, everything I knew, she knew. Like, it was like our lives were one, you know? So pretty much the craziest part of all that was just the fact that she still had a boyfriend. It's one thing if you're still hung up on your ex and like you miss him and are trying to ruin someone's relationship, but you have a boyfriend. And there's been other weird allegations with that relationship, but that's not for me to talk on. But I'm ready to go. I actually really like my makeup today. I think it looks super cute and summery. So I hope you guys have a great day. There's a little story time for you guys. I hope you like it. Peace out. Love you. Bye.
Story time on how I found out that my best friend and my boyfriend had a thing going on behind my back. Yeah, let's get into it. Disclaimer, she is my ex-best friend. He is my ex-boyfriend. I'm no longer with either, okay? And this might ruffle some feathers because some people may know about it, you know? But I'm gonna get right into it because I hate long story times. All right. So me and we're gonna call her Pam. Me and Pam was besties. We was like this. You would not see her without me. Okay, like we was together. Her house was literally up the street from mine. I could look out of my window and see her house, like we was always together. All right, so fast forward, this is our senior year and we're about to graduate. I didn't want to go to college because I didn't know what I wanted to go to college for. And okay, so 3 months of us graduate and she comes to my house telling me like, hey bro, I'm going to Job Corps. I'm going to this one in Virginia. This is how it works out, because I didn't know about it. So she put me on. So I'm like, oh bro, like I want to go. Like she like, bro, it happened so fast. I leave like in 4 days. Like my flight, I got everything. I got my ticket. Boom, boom, boom. So I was like, all right, let me get on my Zoom. Let me stop playing and sign up. So by the time I'm signing up, she already going. So I'm signing up for things that I want to go for. And the one in Virginia, the one that she was at, took too long to hit me back. So the one in Hazleton, PA, Keystone, that's the Job Corps I ended up going to, and I left. So she at Job Corps, I'm at Job Corps, you know, we doing our thing. So we both come home for Christmas break or whatever. So we had like, I'm going to say 2 weeks. And, you know, when I went at Job Corps, by the way, this is where I met my ex-boyfriend. We were currently together by this point. So on Christmas break, we all came home. We got a hotel and brought New Year's in together. We had so much fun. He met my best friend. I'm like, this is Pam. Pam, this is my ex. Boom, boom, boom. Like, we all locked in. Like, you know, we had a time. We had an amazing time. We brought in the New Year together. Boom. So we ended up going back to school after the break was over. She ended up coming home because she got pregnant. Well, she was pregnant before she left. That's a whole nother story. But she ended up coming home after she found out she was pregnant and staying home. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to hold it down. Like, you know, that's going to be my godchild. We already made that known, you know. So... okay, so he graduated. My ex graduated before me. A few months later, I graduated. Boom. After that, he ended up moving to my hometown, so now we live together. And Pam will always come to my house. Like, that was always a thing even before school. So she would always come to my house, and, you know, they knew each other, so everything was good. My ex-boyfriend at the time, he was a supplier. Stay with me. He was a supplier. He had purple flowers. Yeah. And he always also had, you know, prescription and things. You know how that go. Me and Pam was hefty on the purple flowers, you know, and my ex at the time would give us the purple flowers. So, yeah, so she would always come over a lot or whatever. So after like a few months, they did exchange numbers because, again, he was a supplier and she always wanted to get purple flowers. So, you know, I didn't care. You know, I'm young and gullible at this time. Like, you know, I just didn't care because that was my bestie and I trusted her. So, one time she came over after that, our ex had supplies out on the table while we were together. I went to the bathroom really quick. I don't know if he went upstairs, went downstairs or whatever, but I came back out. She ended up having to go. And he told me he likes some, Pam stole some of my supplies. And it was the supplies that me and her don't take. You know, like, that's not even our thing. Like, what are you talking about? And then, second of all, you're blaming Pam for taking anything. Like, this is my best friend. You can get out. Like, that's how I came about her. Like, there's nothing you could tell me about her. Like, I didn't play about her. So he like, I'm telling you, like, it was right here in this spot. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was very calculated with things. That's one thing I can say. So I'm like, you really standing on this? Like, you really feel like we got into a whole argument? Because I feel like I know my bestie, like, she's not into that. Like, we don't even take that. Like, we stick to the purple flowers. But things could have changed because, again, she went to Job Corps for a month. She was there for a year, some change. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even a year because she had to come home, but for a minute. And things could have changed while you was away from me, you know? So, yeah, I'm like, okay, you really standing on this? I'm gonna call Pam. Call Pam. I'm like, bro, why is he trying to convince me that you took some supplies? Like, and it's the supplies we don't even hear. She was like, bro, you know me. Like, come on now, what I look like? Like, I will come over there right now. Da, da, da. So she ain't never come that day though. She ain't never come. 2 days later, she did come over. He was out working. He was out working with his supplies. And, you know, me and her, we talking about it or whatever, but we let it go. Cause I'm like, I know her. I ain't even about to trip over this, whatever. It's already going anyway. Like, so she came over that day. She left. Later on, he came home and was like, so my supplies is back in my spot. And I'm like, what? Now I know he not tripping because when we argued about it, it wasn't in that spot. Like, I knew, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I told her, I'm like, you know, it's funny that it popped back up. And I was like, bro, I'm not even trying to call you to feel like I'm accusing you of this, but it's just weird. So now after all of this, it's back up. I'm like, all right, I can't pinpoint that it was you for a fact. So I'm not even about to do that. So as time go on, he side-eyeing her. He don't like her now. He like, no, I don't fool with her. I don't bang with her. Cool. I'm like, but I'm not going to stop talking to her. That's my best friend. Whatever. So one day me and him got into an argument. And this is when I found out the tea. Me and him argued so bad. Come back for part 2. Part 2 is where it ends, y'all. I'm done.
I drove 3 hours to meet a random man I added on Snapchat. For winter break, I had added back this guy. I realized that we went to the same college. The moment I added him back, we ended up immediately clicking. FaceTimed, I think the night I added him. Talking. Like, we were like, you look so familiar. Like, I feel like I know you, but like, you don't have classes. We're not in the same major. Like, I know I don't know you. From there, we kind of FaceTimed the next few nights and like whatever. And we were like, I really want to like see you. Like, I want to meet you in person. Winter break is like a month long. Like, college winter break goes crazy. Like, I didn't want to wait the whole month of like, moving back and then like everyone's there and and we don't really get one-on-one time. Our dorms, they actually stay open over break. Could have went back anytime we wanted to. And we were like, let's make a plan to go and meet each other. I had to lie to my parents. I told them, I was like, oh yeah, let me go meet this random man I've actually never met in person. Let me drive 3 hours back to school to go meet him. They'd definitely be like, no. I was like, oh yeah, my friend who, she really does live in our college town. Oh, I want to go see her, like we're gonna hang out and like whatever. I told them, and they finally were like, okay, I guess you can go. So I drove 3 hours back to my dorm. He also lived 3 hours away, so he had to do the 3 hours too, so at least it was like equal. So it's like we're both putting in that same effort to go see each other.